What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Ahsoka series, but before we do get into all of that, remember, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars. Don't forget, I have a membership program that I just did an update to, so make sure to join one of them, as the tiers are simply amazing and I've updated them, so definitely go check them out so you get behind the scene footage and go live with me on my daily content. Go check out the merch store, as I do have Eternal Sith merch that you definitely want to go check out. And as always, once you're done watching this video, go check out my last one. Give it a thumbs up as you watch. Let's start the show.
Well, welcome to the show with the Eternal Sith. Every bit's a banger, best believe he don't miss. Do me a favor, drop a sub and keep tuning in. If you like what you see, go and share with your friends.
Now, with a lot riding on the Ahsoka series, this is one thing we can say about Sabine, and also a little clarification and also understanding on another character that maybe sheds a little light, that maybe is something you guys didn't notice, but something I definitely did that caught my attention. But let's talk about this. We know Sabine was not depicted as Force sensitive in Star Wars Rebels, but we know that the Force exists in all beings, that's for sure. So even if her connection to it is weak, she can be trained in the ways of the Force and perhaps learn to tap into it. And this is something that we've been talking about here on the channel for quite some time now, and also from things that we've seen in the trailers as shown in previous things for the Ahsoka series. Now, we do know that, again, Ahsoka will be training Sabine in the ways of the Jedi, including lightsaber combat, which is something that we saw in Star Wars Rebels, like I said, back with Kanan Jarrus as she was wielding the darksaber. Now, Sabine is beginning her training at an even older age than Anakin, and with a lot more attachments at that. Now, Ahsoka's time as Anakin's Padawan, however, has taught her that the potential pitfalls of training her can be avoided. Now, Ahsoka would understandably be worried about Sabine ending up like Anakin due to her attachments and late start to Jedi training. Despite this, Ahsoka is likely also aware of Anakin's most noble qualities and would no doubt know that it was not necessarily his attachments in it and of themselves that led to his downfall eventually. Ahsoka will teach Sabine how to maintain a healthy attachment and nurture her connection to the Force, while certainly helping her avoid the temptation of the dark side in the Ahsoka series and preventing her from following the path as her old mentor once did. Now, I want to get into this other topic that I was talking about. So I gave you guys the facts on Sabine and how Ahsoka can help mend these things for Sabine, and even just her being at an older age. Let's talk about this, as this can definitely be a great thing for Ahsoka in the series. But wouldn't it be the same notion that would have followed for Grogu? Because I still wonder and think about back in season 2 when Ahsoka didn't want to train Grogu for his attachments to Din and making him vulnerable to his fears, as she has seen what feelings can do to a fully trained Jedi, as it once happened to her master. So I get it, she doesn't want to repeat the cycle. Now, while Sabine might not be a fully trained Jedi, the notion or idea is for her to be trained as a Jedi still doesn't add up, as in Star Wars Rebels we saw Kanan stop Sabine's training due to the fact of how she held her attachments and had attachments, and how much anger and fear she held from her past. So to me, the idea of her training Sabine and not Grogu due to his attachments doesn't really add up, and I'm hoping that that's something that they will clear up in the air at some point, I mean, with the situation. But I mean, I can understand there's a bigger threat at hand and Ahsoka could utilize the help, but why not utilize Grogu as well? I mean, homie is a Jedi youngling. He's definitely way more overpowered than Sabine, and I would want Grogu on my team. If anything, give him the right training, and I'm sure he'll remember his days of being a youngling, and we could see a lot more flashbacks of that, and we can see him become who he's supposed to be, a Mandalorian slash Jedi, which would be the first thing. He could be that bridge for the Mandalorians, but also too, I mean, you build him up for such a, to be this awesome big character. Why not utilize him instead of Sabine? Again, it just doesn't really add up. And I get it. She can be that character that really is that important one for the Ahsoka series. And, again, this is Dave Filoni's version of Heir to the Empire with his characters, as we know that Timothy Zahn's version was with the Fab Four. It was with Han, Luke, Leia, and Chewie. So I totally understand it. But if you're going to do something that makes sense, I mean, hey, make it make sense with Grogu, the character that you created, but maybe they'll do it at some point. But let me know your thoughts and theories down in the comment section down below. For more Star Wars content, hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know as I have more content out tomorrow. Don't forget, I have a membership program. Definitely you want to join. There's 3 tiers. I just updated them, and I will be going live behind the scenes, so make sure to join the membership program so you could check on the community post for members only, the live stream link for that, and I will be talking about everything Star Wars and more in-depth details. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Don't forget the Eternal Sith, then, now, forever. Later, guys.